Eyewitness investigator Mike-Perlstein revealed how two Jefferson Parish School Board members spent time in a luxury hotel for a conference in New Orleans.
And with those expenses now under scrutiny, Mike started calculating expenses for the full 9-member board. And now our findings are adding fuel to a hot debate.
The Roosevelt is considered one of New Orleans' top luxury hotels. When two Jefferson Parish School Board members attended a conference there last year, taxpayers paid the bill. Cedric Floyd and Ricky Johnson each used public money for 3-night stays, plus valet parking, despite living only miles away in Jefferson. But turns out that was just one conference in a busy itinerary. Through a public records request, we compiled all individual travel expenses for Jefferson Parish School Board members since 2015. We found trips to conferences throughout the country, including $1,000 flights on expensive business class, and some hotel rooms topping $400, even $500. The two top spenders, Floyd and Johnson.
But it's certainly an easily abused element of the job, which I think is what we're seeing here.
So is this abuse?
I would say certainly it is.
The disparity between the frequent flyers and the least traveled board members was a gaping 17-to-1 margin, with Floyd and Johnson spending more than $35,000 each over the 3 years, and the bottom four spenders at less than $2,600 each. That's a pretty wide disparity.
It is. It is. That's disheartening. This is government. This is government using citizens' money to look like a travel club.
Floyd and Johnson say their travel to conferences is worth the expense, saying the information they gain has been valuable.
I've been places, Utah, Arizona, Boston, and every time I go, it's to make Jefferson Parish better.
Johnson spent the most on individual travel over the 3-year period. His other trips include Miami, Denver, Omaha, Nashville, Washington, D.C., and Huntington, West Virginia. He said that as a newly elected board member in his 3rd year, he needed to quickly learn the ropes.
I'm new, and I took this on a project to learn, to know what I need to do.
This is an absurdity.
Larry Dale spent just over $2,000 over the same period. Dale was especially critical of board members who flew business class, which sometimes costs more than twice as much as a coach ticket.
Using citizens' money to upgrade to business class, a public servant, there's something wrong there.
Marion Benura had the 3rd highest expense total over the period at more than $22,000. Records show that Marion Benura flew business class a few times after he was first elected to the board in 2014. But he said he stopped when he found out about the added cost.
My first year, I didn't know that I could get, I thought it was just we had to take the business flight. Come to find out, we didn't need that.
But 17-year board veteran Cedric Floyd continues to use the upgrade. He said he wasn't aware of the perk.
Well, I'm saying that I don't do my own booking.
But Floyd is very aware of the disparity in expenses among board members. In fact, the current spending levels began when Floyd took over as board president in 2015 and marshaled enough votes to lift a cap on conference attendance. Here's Floyd at a 2016 board meeting in which he helped shoot down a proposal to scale back travel.
Some people don't travel, some people do, and it's within the budget.
Numbers from the school system's budget office show otherwise. While $40,000 was budgeted for board travel in fiscal 2016, the amount spent that year was almost $52,000. These numbers show that you've exceeded your budget.
What I'm saying is this. Nobody has indicated to me, Chief Financial Officer, that we had overrun the budget.
Floyd said there's a more serious problem than blowing the budget. He says the two least traveled board members are in violation of this state law by not logging at least 6 hours of annual training. The Louisiana School Boards Association website keeps track of board members' hours. It shows that Larry Dale logged 0 hours in 2015, while Mark Morgan missed the mark in 2016 and 2017.
I saw that Larry Dale and Mark Morgan have not fulfilled their responsibility under revised statute 17:53 in terms of having yearly hours of 6 hours.
Clearly there is not only a gap in travel spending by members of this board, but also a gap in philosophy. Members on both sides of this debate have vowed to formally raise the issue at future meetings. Does there need to be a meeting of the minds on what a reasonable amount should be?
I look forward to that debate when it happens.
Mike-Perlstein, Eyewitness News.
Larry Dale, a 7-year veteran of the board, did not make his state mandated conference hours in 2015, saying, quote, "Maybe I did miss a few hours and make up what I can." Board President Mark Morgan also acknowledged falling short on his hours, but said, quote, "I certainly don't believe that the law anticipated the large amount of travel by some of our board members."